welcome to Club 6 episode 12 of The Pilgrimage on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got the final two games of the season in the Premier League for you. We're at home to Aston Villa and then away to Nottingham Forest. So let's see if we can keep this unbeaten run going, and the team to face, Aston Villa, is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for the game against Aston Villa, and it is Mamadashvili in goal. Back four is Doig, Colwill, Ampadu and Justin. Gray behind Jimenez and Musa in midfield. Okafor on the left, Velasco on the right, Nonto up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well my assistant wants me to focus on the credit given by the media. I'm going to disagree with him actually, on the basis that we need 2 wins from 2 to guarantee continental qualification. I'm going to go with the third option, and I am going to point the finger and go with that. And let's get out there and see if we can keep our hopes alive. So as always, first 10 minutes we'll just see what happens. But it is an Aston Villa highlight that we begin with. And the shot goes just wide. In fact, it's obviously gone off a Leeds defender because it's a corner. And the header from that corner is straight at the goalkeeper. So first 10 minutes is slightly disappointing. So let's demand more with a home side, and we need a win. So got to absolutely go for it. He's got a bruised shin. I'm going to leave it. He should be fine. So I'm not going to make that change yet. But 32 minutes in, and it is another Aston Villa highlight. Ward, and that's deflected behind by Nonto, who you'd normally associate with the other penalty box. But it's gone behind for a corner, and it's Arun with the corner, and the header from Kerr Smith has ended up in the back of the net. It's his first goal for Aston Villa. And it is Leeds United 0, Aston Villa 1. Demanding more then. And can we get back on level terms before the break? The answer to that is looking like being a no. So I'm going to go to positive. And let's go and give a team talk. You've been terrible, and we're going to need to make some changes. So far, Noah Okafor, shocking. Curtis Jones can come on. And also, at the back, Colwill for Strauch. And we'll get out there for the second half. We'll demand more. And if we don't get anything by the hour mark, we will be going attacking. It is a Leeds highlight. It's Justin back to Ampadu. Justin again. He's in down the right. If he can get his cross in, which he can. The header, though, is over the top from Curtis Jones. And the highlight comes to an end. So far, we've had the better of the second half, but with nothing to show for it. So, with the hour mark upon us, we'll go attacking, and we will demand more again. And now I'm going to take Nonto off and bring on Bellio. I'm going to take Doig off at left back and bring on Lars Lucas Mai. That's going to necessitate a change. We'll swap him and Pascal Struijk around, and we'll confirm that. And the final change is going to be James Justin for Castagna, who's now returning from injury. Demand more one more time. And we have ended up on the wrong end of a result. It's Leeds United 0, Aston Villa 1. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and our final match of the season, away to Nottingham Forest. Team for this one, Mamardashvili in goal, back four of Doig, Colwill, Ampadu and Castagna. Gray behind Jimenez and Musa in midfield, Jones on the left, Prestiani on the right and Nonto up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants to emphasise the media credit again. I'm going to agree with him this time because I disagreed last time and it didn't work. So let's get out there and see if we can do it. Forest coming to this on the back of 2 wins. We're obviously in slightly less good form now and in need of something of a miracle if we're going to make the top 6. It is still technically possible, but it needs everything to go our way. It needs Chelsea to lose, and they're not. They're currently beating Everton. It needs Aston Villa to not win, and they are, by 2-0. So chances at the moment look pretty slim, especially if we're not beating Nottingham Forest. So as it stands, we've had the better of the opening exchanges, but as yet nothing to show for it. And it's a Nottingham Forest highlight first up. Gabbia into Stevens, plays it to Danilo, to Carter Dewberry. Cozier Dewberry, and he has scored. And it is Nottingham Forest 1, Leeds United 0. So we're going to need to go attacking. We're going to need to demand more. And we'll be making some changes at half time. So, you've been terrible. And now we need to help them with some substitutions. Nonto has been disappointing again. We'll bring Bellio on. I'm going to bring... what else am I going to do? I'm going to take Josh Doig off at left back. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to take Prestiani off, the right winger, and bring on Velasco. And let's try those two the other way around. No, it's worse that way around, so we'll do it like that. And let's get them out there for the second half. And we'll fire them up to hopefully get a response from the lads. And with the first 10 minutes of the second half gone, nothing has changed. We've not had a highlight. Right, Jones needs to come off. So we'll bring on Okafor. That's 3 changes. Castagna's done. So we'll bring on... In fact, we don't have a right back on the bench. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to take Musa off in midfield and bring on Eklenkamp. And it looks like we're going to go down to another defeat, and that's going to see us end up well off the qualification places. There is the final whistle. Nottingham Forest 1, Leeds United 0. I'll be back in a moment to confirm the final league table of the season and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, well here is the final league table, and as you can see we finished up in 10th position in that table with 16 wins, 8 draws, 14 defeats from our 38 matches, 56 points, and that's 5 points adrift of the Europa League qualifying spots after we failed to win any of our last 4 games this season. So obviously on the next episode, it is normally the pre-season and transfer special. I am going to be looking to move on if at all possible, so I will bring you back as soon as I've got news of any potential job openings. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.